Welcome back, you guys. Just coming to you with a quick demo on the Smashbox BB Water Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I'm going to start with my Smashbox Primer Water. It says there's a primer built into the BB Water, but I figured this would work well underneath it. I'm just going to pat that into my skin with my damp beauty blender. I have hyperpigmentation on the sides of my mouth and a little bit on my cheeks. So, we're just going to see how well this covers up, basically. So it says to shake well. It comes with this little dropper. You want to use this button to suck the product up into the tube, and then you can put that on the back of your hand to warm it up, put it on your face, put it on your brush, your sponge, whatever it is you need to do. I thought it would take me one pump just to see, how well it would go on as far as coverage goes, but it took me about 2 pumps, and this is light to medium coverage. I'm using my my Real Techniques buffing brush to just buff that in on the areas where it's a little dark. That's where I put the product the most. So like around my eyes, sides of my mouth, again, my cheek. Darkest shade. I have it in dark. I'm pretty sure this isn't dark Smashbox. You guys really got to get it together. And I have a tan right now, so this is going to work a little bit well in the wintertime when I'm actually this color, but I think it went on pretty well. Just if you're any darker than me, good luck. How it went on. Again, light to medium coverage. So I always follow everything up with a beauty blender, so that's what I'm doing now, just pressing the foundation into my skin. So you can still see my hyperpigmentation through, so I'm definitely going to have to cover that up a little bit later. So my lips are chapped. I'm using a liquid lipstick later, so I'm just going to put a little bit of my Josie Maran Argan Oil on my lips to moisturize it while I'm putting on the rest of my makeup. Next, I'm going in with my Anasazi Beverly Hills Brow Pencil in Ebony. Brows take forever for everyone, and I'm not even the best person to be doing brows. As I learn how to, perfect my brows a little bit more, I'll go and, try out different products like the pomade or pomade, whatever you want to call it. But until then, I'm enjoying the Brow Wiz. I think that it looks the most natural so far. I'm going to switch to a smaller mirror just so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better. Next, I'm going in with my number 7 brow gel. It's clear brow gel. Again, this is a good brow gel to start out with. I am not an expert at brows, but these hold them down pretty well for me. Not that my eyebrow hairs are long or anything, but that's the one that I use. And then I'm going to go in and clean up those lines with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. And then I go in with a more skin tone-like color, beautiful bronze above my eyebrow. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush, and it's the Bold Metals brush in 200. Instead of using that for eyeshadow, I use that to blend in concealer. We're just going to blend that down, just to give it a little bit of a highlight before we put on the highlight underneath my brow. Again, following up with a beauty blender, just to make it all smooth. And there's that beautiful bronze color right above my brow, just to clean it up again. taking the Prep and Prime highlighting concealer just to color correct my face. It's the orange one. So this clip is separate footage because my camera cut out about 6 times filming this. Prime my eyelids with Urban Decay Primer Potion, then I'm going in with NYX Addiction eyeshadow. It is basically a cranberry color. You can use whatever cranberry color you have. Putting that all over my lid. Trying not to go all the way up into the crease. And then I'm using my BH Cosmetics 120 color palette. I'm going in with a burnt brownish reddish color to define the outer V and putting it a little bit in my crease. I'm just going to wing it out. And I'm using a MAC 221 brush. Then I'm going in with my Anasazi Beverly Hills Dress Your Face palette. I'm using the chocolate color to define my crease a little more, my outer V. And then I went in with a 217 just to kind of fluff that out a little bit right here. Next I'm going in with this BH Cosmetics Pop Art Fluffy Brush to buff out the edges, and then I went in with a little bit of orange and burnt orange from the BH Cosmetics 120 palette to kind of blend that all together. I wanted a subtle transition color. That's why I put it on after instead of before. So we're just going in with different brushes and more shadow to kind of make that all make sense over there in the corner. Next I'm going in with the Dress Your Face palette color China Rose in the inner corner and in the center of my bottom lash line. Then I'm going in with Sangria along the outer lash line, outer 2/3, and then Chocolate on the outer 2/3. Give it a little pop on the bottom lash line. Then I'm going in with MAC's Melon pigment, and I'm putting that directly in the center of my lid, and I'm going to go back in with my other brushes to blend that with the rest of the colors. We're going in with our BH Cosmetics Forever Nude palette. I'm using the matte highlighter and the shimmery highlighter as a brow bone highlight for this look, so it's not too in your face. I want everything to kind of be focused in on the melon pigment on the center of my eyelid. Next, we're going in with e.l.f.'s cream eyeliner and my Real Techniques liner brush, and we're just going to create a cat eye or wing, whatever you want to call it. A burnt brown color to kind of deepen my outer V. And then so this is pretty much the end of this extra footage that I had to do on a different day. Ignore the rest of my face and we're going back to the real footage. So this is the end of that. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and go in with my not BH Cosmetics, my Real Techniques, their Real brush. I like that brush to separate my eyelashes, and then I go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara because it's the best mascara if you're not wearing falsies. And then I go in with a spoolie to kind of coat my lashes a little better without product on them, or without product on the brush, so it just kind of coats the lashes and spreads them out a little bit. Now I'm going in and highlighting and concealing underneath my eyes. I do my whole highlight contour routine. I can do a separate video, thumbs up for that, for my highlight and contour routine. I'm using ColourPop's Most Necessary highlighter, tonic blush, and I'm using their Swift as a contour color. And those are all Super Shock cheek shadows. Swift is a matte. That's how I'm able to use it as a bronzer. Next, I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Tan or Dark Tan, I can't remember, and my Real Techniques Fluffy Brush just to kind of bring all those colors together, get rid of any harsh lines, and this is closer to my skin color than the lighter colors I've been using. So we're just blending all that together. Going in with my Fix Plus Rose Spray, just to get rid of that powdery look and kind of set my face. It also helps keep the moisture in after I've layered it with powder, because I have very dry skin, and I follow that up with a beauty blender. You have to follow up with a beauty blender. It makes it look so much more smooth, and it's just better looking all around. And then I go in with the Infallible L'Oreal spray. I have a travel size because I wanted to try it out, and I pretty much like it more than the higher end, so I'll be going with that probably from now on. So they make a better one. And then I'm going to follow that up with a beauty blender. Is it just me, or when you watch people use a beauty blender and they're like bouncing it on their face, does anyone else sing R. Kelly Ignition? Like, beauty blender, please make a commercial and have R. Kelly singing Ignition, like bounce, 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 bounce. I think that would be so funny. Maybe that's just me though. So this is pretty much the final look. I am actually going to show you which lip colors I'm using. I'm using ColourPop's Tulle all over the lip, and I'm using Bumble in the center. So you can layer some of these, not all of them, I will say that. And this is the finished look. Here are my eyes. Very cranberry, very fall, and it's like a sunset to me. I think this, cranberries will kind of be my go-to color this fall, along with a couple greens and olives. But this will be my first fall look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Thumbs up for more videos like this. And it feels good to be back. Thank you for watching. See ya.